first down. This is Geis. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing.
Now a run with Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Robinson with a big catch. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Tackle.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Slam.
Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go option to the short side. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, Delta.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go, echo. Right, check, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. Watch the call. Switch.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike, check, 59.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yeah, 61. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return, and the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Love. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, check 15, check 15.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
44. Mike, 44. Watch the run, watch the run. 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check, check. Hey.
To throw on third down. Haskins looking for White on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Geis. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 14.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. 66, 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Check. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. It's great.
Haskins will throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Dwayne Haskins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He can run for it, and he will. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Miller with a first down and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. On the ground, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Joker.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turf. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
It's going to be a long day.
Well, he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Let's go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Haskins. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now it's Haskins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This is Geis, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 49, check 49. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Trubisky. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Cohen. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Good job.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.